Just to give you an idea of what it's like driving along the Expressway, I'm a number of kilometers north of Daegu in the south-central part of Korea, heading northbound in early May 2008. Nice and green on the hillside, a bit gray and hazy, what with the yellow sand. I'll make a few observations here. Most part, people seem to obey the speed limits, around 100 kilometers here. Also, I'd like to point out, see all these safety vehicles or expressway patrols. They're very nice. Yeah, expressway patrol. I was pulled over the side getting some directions, and this guy pulled up behind me, and I guess he was ready to assist me, but I didn't need any assistance, so that was very nice. So they spot any problems that might occur here. I guess that's your job, to drive up and down. And you can see some of the rolling countryside, the mountains here. Expressway kind of goes through the farmable land here. There's so many mountains in Korea that you got to take advantage of it, and the expressway's got to go through the road as well. It's part of the country. Got the power lines and all. Heading north back to Seoul. Get there in a few hours. Look at some of the farming going on here. Don't know what they're raising. I'm going to suspect it's rice and cabbage for kimchi. The signage along these expressways is so much like U.S. interstates. The roadsides themselves are red, white, and blue. The signs, green signs over the roadway are green with white lettering. They've used these blue signs here for rivers, and as well as the names of the bridges that you'll be crossing. Oftentimes the expressway route parallels the railroad, so you'll see the trains going. That was one of those sound barriers that we drove by. They use quite a few of those in these more populated areas where the roads go right up next to the apartments and all. Really cuts down on the noise. You'll see a lot of this along these apartment complexes along the expressways, even in somewhat be considered some remote areas. Convention is you get on the expressway and pick up a toll ticket for the most part. Just drive. Well, let me stop that and just point out here's some great signage, bilingual, so it makes it very easy to figure out. And of course, the other trick would be to get a road map there in English, so you can navigate. But I even bought a couple of Korean ones because they've got the numbers, and in some cases actually provide a little better idea of the road network than some of the English language maps. Got speed limit markers here, 100 kilometers an hour, probably let's see, exit coming up at 50 meters, or whatever that was there. More signs, so watch the signs. Usually the roads directly off of the expressway are numbered roads, blue with a white lettering, triple numbering system. Oh, speaking about the numbering system, the roads for the most part, the peninsula generally runs north and south, so you get some longer roads north and south and shorter ones east and west. The north-south roads for the most part are odd numbered, and the east-west are even. But depending on the congestion and the way the road's laid out, sometimes it doesn't hold quite true to form. There's a typical exit there, well marked. When you get off, you'll encounter the toll plaza and have to pay in cash, in won, for whatever distance you travel based on the tickets you picked out. A few places up in Seoul, I actually had to pay before I got on. That was the case of Expressway 130. I was barely on before I had to, that's the one that goes to and from Incheon Airport. Expressway 130, had to pay pretty much as soon as I got on, and then when I left as well. And 70 kilometers and 10 kilometers to go for that would be your destination. Here's a better look at those sound barriers you have along the road. Got an earlier video at a rest stop there, so you can watch that. So I'll be doing this for a few hours, and except for the license plates and the lack of roadkill and tire scraps along the road, you wouldn't know that you were driving here in South Korea. You know, I mentioned that, you know, with all these forests and so forth, there's got to be some critters out there. And I don't know how they keep them away from the road here, the Expressway, but I'm from Texas, and, you know, we got a lot of dead armadillos, all sorts of critters on our roads. They just don't seem to happen out here. Maybe they're too smart for that. And then just don't have the blown tires. I've driven a lot here in South Korea on these expressways, and I don't know if I've ever seen one. And I guess if it happens, they just clean it up. They do pretty well on the litters. Not much litter or any trash along the side of the road, so it makes it very nice and appealing. So come back, watch some more video, the travels, etc., etc. Take a navigator with you and watch your 6.